Here we go, folks. Off Work Sports. We got to take it back. Conor McGregor is involved in a boxing match. He's going to be fighting arguably the best boxer in history. Top 10. Mr. Floyd Mayweather Jr., whose record is unblemished. There's a lot of fanboys out there, and their hearts are in it. You know, I'm a heart guy too. There's a couple basketball players that I looked at, and you know, I said, man, they're gonna make it. They're gonna do well, and you know, but it wasn't real. It wasn't real. And as we can see here, his opponent, a professional boxer, Conor actually happens to be doing quite well. I have to admit, if you look at this film, when people say non-competitive, I'm thinking this guy is a walking knockout. Will he trip over himself and fall? We have to realize Conor McGregor is still a fighter. He's still a fighter. And he's also a fighter that, if we go to the statistics, 85% of his knockouts are with his hands. And it's that left hand to be exact, which he's holding put there like a shotgun or a missile ready to launch. Showing good shoulder movement there, avoiding the punches. What I think we're going to have on the Mayweather-McGregor fight is a competitive fight in which Mayweather slowly breaks Conor down by probably the 7th or 8th round, because I think it will go that long, okay? And it'll go that long not only because it's beneficial to Mayweather and McGregor to make a fight like this happen again for somebody else. I know you're going to say, well, they're too self-centered to care about somebody else. I doubt it. I doubt it. But with that said, if this ends in 1 round or 2 rounds, it's not beneficial to anybody. You're just going to hear complaints like there was on the Pacquiao fight. So even if Mayweather could finish the fight in 4 or 5 rounds with body shots, I think that's where he'll kill him. It's not going to happen. But let's get back to Conor. Again, this is a professional boxer who did ultimately beat him out from what the media has said. And of course, they're showing this is a Conor McGregor website or YouTube channel, so they're going to show the highlights of Conor. But I like what I see. PAULIE Malignoggi, the beef that's going on between these two is very interesting. I wonder how PAULIE did it. I really do. I know PAULIE's a professional. Got to give him the benefit of the doubt. A world champion. And not known for his hand strength, but we're talking about hand strength versus professional boxers. If you put on a 4-ounce glove, I think PAULIE Malignoggi, even though they say feather hands, he'll knock you out. I'm almost ready to guarantee it, okay? But this movement that you're seeing here from Conor is very interesting. He uses a wider stance when he has some room, similar to his MMA stance. He has good shoulder roll movement, okay? And he's using a lot of fakes that they're not used to. So his hope is the 40-year-old Mayweather doesn't have better reflexes than he does. And Conor does have tremendous reflexes. What do I say in watching this, and what's my point? My point of the matter is, for Conor fans, you have a case. The guy is one of the funnest fighters to watch in the MMA, and most 85% of his knockouts come by via way of a punch. So you can say he has some type of experience. I agree. The key thing is the fact that some folks are thinking that he's going to win this fight. And judging by what he's doing to this professional boxer, even though the movements are quite nice, it's going to be nearly impossible for him to do that. Everything's possible. You got to live a 20% chance in boxing. Because Floyd Mayweather, who's never shown to break down, is going to have that same militant mindset. If he makes a mistake and Conor, again, capitalizes on that mistake, then we have problems. then we have problems because the left hand is he's a bigger fight. He's the bigger fighter in this fight, by the way, as well. The younger fighter, Floyd, could be in for some trouble. The problem is statistically, right? I like to use statistics. Again, nice body shots by Conor. I give him that. Floyd Mayweather versus Cotto, who's a superior puncher than this man, versus Canelo Alvarez. I would love to see that fight. Has never broken down. Okay, maybe in his earlier years there are a couple questionable fights where you felt, I don't know. You know, some people felt Corrales is one that he lost, but you go back and watch those fights, every single one of them except maybe Emmanuel Augustus, you see that he won the fight. Okay? With that said, I just want to let folks know that the biggest fight coming may not be Conor McGregor versus Mayweather. Because I think Mayweather has his hands down. The bigger fight that I would like to see, after all the trash talking that's just happened, is Paulie Malignoggi versus Conor McGregor. That ultimately would be the best matchup, I think, for fans. I would pay to see that. I would actually pay to see that one. Because it'd be interesting to see what Paulie could do when he knows that the fighter is not as experienced. Would he actually go for the knockout? Because Paulie, again, he gets a lot of flack for his punching power. But I think it's versus the opposition that he's faced. He's faced top opposition all the time. Against a little bit more novice fighter, would he let his hands go a little bit more? And that's something of interest. This Mayweather fight's a foregone conclusion. You can put your negative comments if you want. McGregor's not going to get this fight. But Malignoggi versus McGregor may be the ultimate fight. Again, good movement here by Conor. I respect him based upon what I'm seeing here. It's going to be a competitive fight. It's not going to be just go and knock out. He has good shoulder roll movement and good footwork. He's always had that from the MMA. That is going to translate. The problem is he doesn't have the ring knowledge to be able to understand what Floyd Mayweather is going to be doing in the ring. And it's going to cause him a lot of issues. His best hope is to fake some kicks, fake some knees, fake a takedown, get in Floyd's head, and actually maybe attempt one, but he probably has a contractual agreement where if he tries, he loses X amount of dollars, so he's probably not. And that would get Floyd out of his funk. But right now, let's be honest. Let's push for it right now. Mayweather versus McGregor is great, but the better fight is Malignoggi versus Mr. McGregor, and that's something I would love to see. Peace. Off Work Sports.